Hi co-op members, and welcome back to Capital Credit Countdown Week as we continue with a look at the best part of Capital Credits, your retirement. How do we calculate the actual check that you receive in the mail? So let's take a look. On yesterday's episode, we mentioned that our margins for the year 2024 were $3,806,641. These margins represent everything we took in compared to everything we spent out and what was left over at the end of the year. And all of that is owned by our members. And so in our hypothetical scenario right here, this hypothetical member would be allocated an ownership of $380. So now we need a clean sheet of paper to talk about retirements. Every year, our board of directors reviews the finances from the previous year as well as the budget for the future year to determine how much of that margin can be retired to our members and how much we need to keep back for a rainy day fund to meet the expenses that we have. For 2024, drum roll please. The board determined that we can return $1 million. So how do we process returns? Or in a better way, what is your take home on this $1 million? So the first thing you need to understand is that the co-op was started in 1938, and we weren't able to start returning capital credits until the 1960s. So we're about 30 years behind on generating enough of a profit to give a return on investment to all the co-op members like you. So about half of this $1 million is about 30 years behind, 35 specifically, and we are returning to the year 1989. So people who received an allocation in 1989, we are paying off old allocations with 50% of this $1 million. But we also don't want to stay 30 years behind. We want to make sure that the members of today are receiving some benefit from their membership. And so another 50% of this $1 million goes to people who were members last year to pay towards your ownership and your allocation. So 50% 1989, 50% 2024. And of all of the people who were members in 2024, your $500,000, your portion of that is proportional to the amount that you paid into the co-op last year. To give you a better understanding of what this actually means for you, we have about 26,000 members who fall into this current year category, and about 66% of those are residential members. The other percentage are industrial and commercial members that take up a bigger portion of electricity. So we have a different factor for each type of rate class that determines how we determine what percentage of the $500,000 that they would get. If you really want to dig into the weeds on this math and you're an East Central Electric Cooperative member, you're always welcome to come up to the co-op and we can provide those financials for you so that you can see for yourself. But if you're just like me and you're like, okay, math is involved, but I'm getting a check, fantastic. Then remember that the reason we're doing this week is because we want to give everyone a chance to update their contact information and be sure that they actually get their retirement check. So go to SmartHub, click the button you'll see that says update my information. It's bright yellow, and do that by this Friday at 5 p.m. to have a chance to win $20 off your electric bill. Thank you and see you tomorrow.